On September 11, 2001, the people of the United States were made keenly aware of the reality of terrorism.
Hear that there's any kind of an effort up there yet. Now remember, oh my God.
My God.
That looks like a second plane.
Terrible.
I did not see a plane go in. That just exploded.
We just saw another plane coming in from the side.
You did. I did. That was out of
Yes, and that's
view.
the second explosion. You could see the plane come in just from the right-hand side of the screen. So this looks like it is some sort of a concerted effort to attack the World Trade Center that is underway in downtown New York.
4 commercial planes were hijacked that morning by 19 al-Qaeda terrorists, changing the lives of many people. Each of the 2 towers of the World Trade Center was hit by a jetliner. A portion of the Pentagon was destroyed by a third. A 4th plane crash landed in Pennsylvania when passengers heroically attempted to stop the terrorists. Nearly 3,000 lives were lost, thousands more sustained injuries, and countless others were affected by this tragedy.
My initial reaction upon hearing about the attacks was kind of delayed and a little confused. Confused because I hadn't been really told what was happening, confused because I didn't really understand why this was happening, and confused as to why everyone was so upset.
I was shocked because I've been there before. It was just I could see it outside my window in my room at home, and it was just like something that you always think it's like so iconic of New York City, and you just would never think that anyone would do that. And it was just hectic. Outside everywhere, everyone was running around. I went to a diner after my mom pulled me out, and it was all over the news, and the diner was packed, and just because everyone was leaving work and to be with their family.
The victims of September 11th were not only those on the planes, World Trade Center, and the Pentagon, but also innocent bystanders, firefighters, and policemen. Shortly afterward, the FBI determined the identities of the hijackers as Muslim extremists with links to al-Qaeda, an organization run by Osama bin Laden, who called for and was responsible for these attacks. Bin Laden then went into hiding from the United States government, which prompted the declaration of the War on Terror and the U.S. invasion of Iraq and Afghanistan.
Whether we bring our enemies to justice or bring justice to our enemies, justice will be done.
There was this idea of revenge that was floating around the part of retribution, of getting back at this person that was very, very far away from how I was feeling. My main concern was safety rather than this feeling of needing to avenge something. I mean, obviously it was something awful that happened, but it was something caused by whoever it was caused by an extreme group of people who, whereas the majority of the population in the Middle East would never dream of doing such a thing. There's a difference between dislike and willingness to kill.
I thought they did exactly kind of what we expected them to. You know, they went right away and kind of struck back, and they did what they needed to do.
The attacks of September 11th and the ensuing fallout are a complex set of events that affected individuals all over the nation to one degree or another.
I used to love going on planes, and then after this I was just like freaked out, and then they started making all these rules about like can't bring water on the plane and anything, and so it just kind of heightened my whole family's anxiety whenever we went away. And I remember like we didn't end up going away on winter break that year because my mom was too afraid to even think about going on a plane.
The violent injustices done by the al-Qaeda terrorists took the lives of many innocent U.S. citizens. These people were mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters, friends, and neighbors. Their tragic deaths strongly affected those that they left behind. While the number of casualties directly related to the attacks on 9/11, the aftermath of that day continues to affect us all.